Stella, and if you haven't been with me before, I paint and draw my own tarot cards. I've actually been doing this a year. I learned it during lockdown last year, and I've been on an incredible journey with my tarot cards. I do lots of personal readings, and you can jump onto Etsy and have a look at that. And the cards are incredibly accurate. They absolutely blow me away. So the reading tonight is, did they cheat on you? Okay, so it might mean different things to you. So for some people it is, did they kiss someone? Did they have sex with someone? Or did they share something very, very intimate with somebody else that you weren't aware of? Were they doing with someone else what they were doing with you? Whether it's spending days out together or whether sharing some intimate information or having a sense of romance, that sort of thing, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so it's not necessarily always sleeping with somebody else, but maybe someone who's got maybe many women on the go at the same time, and you're not aware of that. And this is a chance to check in and see if if they're doing the same with you with other people. Okay, so let's have a look. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so let's go to pile 1. So this is for everyone that chose pile 1, and the question is, did they cheat on you? So it's not necessarily always sleeping with somebody. It can be, did they kiss someone? Did they have affections for somebody else? Were they spending time with you and spending time with someone else? Were they duplicating what they were doing with you with another person or several other people? Okay, so it can be many, many things, but you'll know what it means to you. Were they with you and had in some way cheated on you with somebody else, even at a later stage? Does that make sense? Maybe your person left you and then started to date somebody who was in your circle, back in the day, that sort of thing, okay? So when you were with your special person, this person was around as well, and they left you, and then they went and moved on with this other person. So was there some indiscretion going on, that sort of thing? Okay, so let's keep our hearts open, because obviously this is a very delicate subject. And also, it's not the easiest type of reading, because I want to see if I can find out who it is and where it all took place. Okay, so that's not so easy. So just bear with me on this. Okay, so the first one is, did they cheat on you, yes or no? Well, you never get yes or no with tarot cards, do you? So did they cheat on you? Pile 1, did they cheat on them? Pile 1. Let's just see that first. Okay, so for pile 1, what I'm feeling with this, I do apologise for this terribly drawn card. Oh my goodness, that's really, really bad. Star of Hope. I feel with your special person, they were potentially messaging somebody, okay, that they had thought was quite attractive or a bit of a dream come true. And what they were trying to do is balance this energy between you and them. Okay, so that's the first thing. So either, let me just see if I can just get a little bit more on that. Let's just see. Tell me more about this balancing here. Tell me more about this balancing. What does that actually mean? Oh, got a lot of cards there. Oh my goodness me. Gosh, these cards are very, very powerful, very, very strong here, just so that you know. It's like, what's this balancing? I just drew that last night. Can you see the sort of love heart emerged accidentally with that? Yeah, so they were trying to keep some balance there. Now, I said, what sort of balance? They're trying to keep their love balance. They're trying to keep the love or the cup of love, or wanting to show this. Let's say not love in the true sense of the word, but you know, we talk about giving our cup of love in tarot. What it means is that, you know, our heart or our head's been turned by somebody. So they were trying to keep that balance between you and them, meaning that they didn't possibly want you to know that their head had been turned towards somebody else. And they were trying to keep their hot physical attraction for this other person kind of under wraps as well. You know, they didn't want you to know how much that they really found this other person really, really, really attractive. For some of you, it could have been that they were trying to reconcile with this person, so it could have been an ex, but they were certainly trying to really create something here with this person. Now, it's very likely that they had this person's attention here with the lady in the tower. They had this person's attention and they knew they had this person's attention. They could have maybe seen them and then kind of ghosted them, okay, but then was thinking about going back to them, okay, and this was all kind of like, at the time they were trying to maybe not let it show in their connection with you. And can I just say, these cards, if I wasn't asking these questions, these cards would be like love cards. Okay, so this person, your special person, was really, or felt they were really, really head over heels for this other person. I'm really sorry to say that. Okay, but maybe for some of you this does make sense. I mean, the Knight of Cups and the hot sizzle and the lady in the tower, oh my goodness me. I do feel for some of you that also this lady in the tower doubles up as you. And it could be that while they ghosted you or abandoned you in some way, this is where it took place with the other person. And let's find out a little bit more. Let me just see if you know this person. So I'm just going to pop those back in. Okay. So who is this person, please? For the watcher, who is this person? Can you give any indication of who this person is, please? They kept a very strong divide between you and this other person. And it's very possible that they've been in some sort of conflict with this person that they're actually interested in. Okay. It might be that you two had fights over this person. Maybe this person had come into your energy field, into your environment, into your connection in some way, maybe not seen like someone that they were having an affair with, but enough to raise concerns. Because I see here a sort of indication that your special person might have been defending their position with this. So you might have started asking questions and they might have said, no, you know, like, you know, what you're talking about, it's fine, we're just friends or whatever, or she just needs X, Y, and Z or whatever. Switch up the genders as you need them. Now, for some of you, this is really, really weird. So let me just put this out for you. For some of you, this person might have come across as that, the person that they haven't cheated on with you. This person might have come across as someone who either was connected with a church or had a very strong religion or very a strong religion or very strong belief structure, this is how you might be able to identify them. For others, I know this sounds bad, but it could have happened in a religious environment, okay? In some context, a religious environment, like a church or something like that, or something to do with a very specific religion and an environment of, or an environment that represents that, whatever belief structure, with other people around, that these two might have connected. For others of you, because we've got a lot of people watching, hopefully, this person could possibly have come from a different culture from yourself, okay, or a different country, a different culture, a different ethnicity. Okay, so that's how you might be able to identify them. But what I am getting where this person is concerned is that there's some very heavy moral, it's a very heavy energy here. So I feel like when your special person connected with this other person, that there was a lot of worry and strife and struggle and really serious decision making had to be made here, okay? So it wasn't like a fun sort of flimsy type thing. There was quite a lot of heavy energy around here. There was secrecy, but there was also some conflict and some battles with this other person, okay? Maybe they challenged your special person in some way, okay? Especially with this card here, about the ethics and morality, maybe of what they were doing or a way to enter into. So we did kind of say where this could happen, but let's see if we can find out more. Could you give me more indication of where this took place or when? Where and when? Now this is quite weird, guys. A lot of, right. This could have taken place around either, I know this sounds weird, but it might resonate with one of you, during the time, during a time of a storm or a very significant change in the weather that some of you might actually remember. A day when it was like that. You might have had a situation where you couldn't get hold of your special person or something like that, but it's very significant. Could also, for some of you, been on a day when you two had had a one almighty argument, or there was a lot of tension in the air between you and them, okay? And they could have then gone off and exercised their narcissistic energy here, okay? When we mention a narcissist, and the reason doesn't mean that they necessarily are, it just means that they're displaying the narcissistic tendencies. This person had fallen into, your person, your special person, had fallen into a kind of an energy where they wanted to please themselves, where they wanted to do something for themselves, where they wanted to fill up their own needs, and they didn't really care about your needs at the time. I know that sounds obvious, but this is what this card is all about. For others, this situation could have happened around water, whether it's the beach or the swimming pool or a fountain or a lake or a river or something like that, okay? So I'm seeing that quite heavily. For some of you, you could have been in an environment where there was a lot of attractive people. A lot of attractive people, I feel. And this person, your special person, had kind of set up a situation in which they could connect with this other person, with the person that they cheated on. I'm just feeling like round a swimming pool or something like that, or round water, like a social gathering. I'm sort of feeling with that. I'm just here, and for some of you it could be like there could be a water fountain or a fountain in a garden near a house or something like that. Okay, tell me more about the Magician. Your special person was really, really trying to create ways in which they could see this other person. Okay, tell me a little bit more about their connection and what was going on there, please, to help the Watcher. Feeling a lot of energy in these cards here. A lot of thickness, a bit like the reading. That's exactly what I was feeling. How strange is that? This is what I was actually feeling. I was feeling for some of you that who they cheated on, there's a lot of water involved in here, was from abroad, or they had to travel quite a distance to see them. There could have been a car involved in this, or some sort of modes of transport, which might be relevant to you. For some of you, ships are involved in this, on water, or a situation around water here. I do feel a lot of travelling involved here for many of you. I mean, a lot of travelling over a long distance. For some of you, it involved a relocation work-wise, or a move of an apartment or something like that. Okay, where this happened, when they cheated. I do feel like when they made the decision to cheat, that they went in full with their sails open with this, and you know, I'm sorry to say, very excited about the prospect of being with this other person. And yeah, I see a lot of travel, a lot of speed. It started off with some speed. There was a lot of rapid conversation here, and a lot of movement here. So it's very strange because obviously we're in the pandemic at the moment, but I do see a lot of travel, possibly something to do with a vehicle as well here. That's what I'm seeing. So it could be that this person, as I said before, came from a different country, a different state, a different continent, a different town, something like that. Just want to finish this off. Just bear with me. Just want to finish this off. Tell me more. Just to finish off the reading, tell me more. Tell me more about their connection, where the Watcher can relate to what's going on. A little nugget of information. Oh my Lord, what on earth is going on here? Oh my Lord. Right, okay. As I said in the beginning, remember we got all those cards, given the cup of love, and the hot attraction here. So this, it feels like your special person fell crazy mad in love with this other person. And like I said, I'm really sorry to say that. For some of you, you might know about it because they might have actually got engaged. But there was certainly a high level of commitment and a ring involved in this. Okay. For some of you, I'm feeling that you might have seen pictures, nudity, that you may have found out and seen some pictures, not necessarily pornographic pictures, but pictures of their love interest being very attractive. And I don't know if it's Instagram or social media or something like that. You might see them on that sort of thing, or you might have seen them on that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot here. When I saw this card here, okay, I was a bit like, oh, okay, that's the commitment card. And now I'm sort of like, Wow, I mean, all these cards together, this is a marriage. This is a marriage. So I'm not sure whether your special person went on to actually marry this person or propose to them. But as I said, there was a lot of heavy decision making when they cheated on you. And like I said earlier in the reading, if it wasn't this question and these were your cards, I'd be like, oh my God, like you've met the one, and, you're heading all in the right direction. This is really full on. This is really full on in terms of their affections. And as I said, I'm really, really sorry to say that. Perhaps some of you do actually know about this. Maybe they went on and married someone else or got engaged with somebody else, had a long-term relationship with someone else, and you want to know whether there was an overlap. And there was an overlap, okay? There was an overlap there. So guys, listen, I know that's not an easy reading, and I know this is a very difficult question to ask. And I know how it feels when you get these sort of answers in a tarot reading. But for some of you, it might have given you some peace of mind because you just really, really, really wanted to know. And I always say, do jump onto the relationship coach links in the description, because I don't have any affiliation with them at all, but they're so helpful. And there's some relationship coaches like Coach Kenneth Craig, I think his name is, and they're really nurturing and they really are very gentle in the way that they can explain things to you. Or sometimes maybe you just want to have facts about men's psychology if you're actually dating a man. And Coach Lee is really, really good at that. If you want the plain cold facts about sort of cheating and breakups and heartache and stuff like that. And there's some healing meditations as well. So I'm really sorry if this has caused you some upset, but I hope actually that it might give you the clarity that you've been looking for, because you just really, really, really wanted to know. Okay, so thank you for everybody that's in pile one. Do take care. I do private readings. You can jump onto Etsy and have a look on there. And you can pay on Etsy or PayPal, either one. And the turnaround is around about 2 to 4 days at the moment. So thank you so much, pile one. Do take care of yourself, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.